Welcome, everyone, to a new episode of Spiritual Readiness in a Time of a Shift. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about the topic of being an empath. It is a term often used in a spiritual community to describe someone who is so highly sensitive that they can walk to a quiet, crowded room and begin to sense the feeling and the energetic imprints of others. Now, it is not just a matter of just being there at the proximity, because subsequent to them even disconnecting physically from these individuals, the imprint remains, and sometimes for days. Most people who are empath do not see it as a gift, they see it as a curse. Many people in the light community consider the fact that they empath as it being a badge of honor for some sort of highly more evolved superhuman characteristic. I have to say to you that the truth is somewhere in the middle. We are all empath to a degree or another, okay? And this is due to the fact that the emotional center in our body is below the cerebral cortex, it's the limbic system. And in that system exists an organ called the amygdala. And the amygdala, turns out, bypass all five senses and picks up feelings and emotions of others. It is highly social and highly chatty. And it's busy all the time seeking information, emotions, feelings, trying to sense what's happening in its proximity. Now, why is it that some people have boundaries where after a connection to someone else, they can let go of their feeling, and while the empath cannot? Well, the truth is kind of complicated. Let me explain. It turns out that the empaths, in most cases, have past lives. This is verification from my own practice. The empaths that I have treated and I have helped to create boundaries in the process of their healing, I have been able to take them back into past lives where they were actually psychic spies. Most empaths come in this life from the time they are born doing this as if it was walking or breathing. To them, they don't understand what it is like not to have the imprint of someone else's emotion constantly barraging them, to the point that a lot of them recoiled from contact. Some of them were moving off grid. Some of them were hiding. They don't want to interact with people because it causes them too much pain subsequent to the interaction. In my treatment, in my guidance to help empath have stronger boundaries, the discovery that I'm finding to be true almost 100% of the time is that in a past that I don't remember right now, they were psychic spies. They were basically trying to seek information for tactical use against others. And as such, in this lifetime, they are coming in and they are still doing it. So I call this the scanning program. That scanning program is not conscious. It's deeply, deeply subconscious. And it's not even a program. It's actually a sub-personality module. It's a fragment of their psyche that's completely autonomous, that's function all by itself, had its own rules, and operates completely independent and autonomous to conscious thinking. And as this scanning subpersonality module keeps going, they have to make, in order for them to restore boundary, they have to not only reconcile the fact that they were tactically trying to spy on others. That's the first step. The second step, in this lifetime, they have to awake. They have to be cognizant of when they are scanning. So while they are going somewhere else trying to seek information and data from others, they have to be cognizant, I'm doing it again. I'm scanning, I'm going off. And they have to bring that by force of will, pull themselves back into their center and stop themselves from scanning. Okay? That part is complicated to do, particularly when you've done this, let's say, for a few lifetimes. I've had people who have done it for multiple lifetimes that I've treated, but they successfully, through my guidance, have been able to establish boundaries and be able to live a normal life. Now, it's important to know that in the instance that you need information, it's good to pick it up from the environment. But let me explain it in a very simple term to let you understand what subconsciously the empath is doing. It's like seeing a girl walking down the street completely, or an individual, and then you as the empath moving into their field without consent and putting your hand up their skirt. Now, what automatically happens is that this person you're violating now has a normal defense system. And what that defense system does exactly immediately is that it repels the intrusion and try to slap or project negativity toward the violation. So that the empath now has a ricochet effect of darkness coming toward them. Do you see what I'm saying? So although they don't know that they're consciously doing it, they constantly feel that they're under attack and they are being infected. It is not unusual to have an empath doing a cord cutting and cleansing ritual 2 to 3 times or more a day. And also, even when they isolate themselves, they can be infected through social media, going through the wall on Facebook, seeing people's posts, just looking at people's picture. They can actually go in and start scanning without their conscious awareness. One of the things, and the little tidbits that I want to share with you today, that I would suggest that every empath does, is that you basically repeat over and over again the Ho'oponopono prayer, which is the liturgy of reconciliation from the kahunas of Hawaii. So every time you think you're scanning, you repeat this prayer as a mean to neutralize what you're doing and reconcile yourself back bring you back to your center. So the full liturgy of the Ho'oponopono says, Divine Creator, Father, Mother, and Son as one. If me, my family, relative, and ancestors have offended you, your family, relative, and ancestors, by thoughts, by deeds, by words, by actions, by inactions, since the beginning of creation to the present, I ask for your forgiveness. Let this cleanse, purify, release, and end all negative memories, blocks, and energies and vibration, and transform these unwanted energies into pure light. I love you unconditionally, and I let go. Now, this is a mouthful, particularly if you're empathing all the time. The short version of this that I repeat as a mantra all the time, endlessly, and you, as an empath, you can do this to every time you feel you're scanning. Please forgive me. I love you, and I let go. So you repeat that over and over again, like you're saying the rosaries. Please forgive me. I love you, and I let go. Please forgive me. I love you, and I let go. And as you keep doing this over and over again, you're basically becoming neutral. And the other thing is also an act of will and saying, I'm not going out there scanning. I'm not allowing my amygdala to go out there and start looking, violating people without consent, trying to seek information. And the reason they're seeking information is to separate good energy for bad energy, good vibration for bad vibration. Okay? And it's all for tactical and personal use. So one should be very careful if you're an empath that you are catching. You become consciously aware when the scanning subpersonality module is engaged and going out there and trying to seek information and trying to figure out what's good or what's bad. When you are neutral and the Ho'oponopono makes you neutral, there is no reason. Let me explain. When I do hands-on healing, celestial light healing for my clients, I take them into neutrality. And when I'm in the pool of light and they're in neutrality, their attachments dislodge. Now, these are parasitical forces, and when they disconnect, they seek immediately another host. And since I am the next person in the room, I see absolutely horrifying visions or things who move rapidly in my direction toward me. But because I am neutral, I am in source, and I'm completely neutral, nothing like what that I see scares me. I simply am neutral because I know nothing can attach to me. And literally they pass through me as if they were trying to hook or connect to smoke. They pass right through me and then they exit at the back somewhere trying to seek another host. So the reason why the empath also get attachment is that they fear the negativity that's coming toward them. Because the moment you're in fear, it's hooked, the attachment will hook on you. So if you can remain neutral and just observe without, that's a lot of teeth, okay, that's a very strange looking face, or just observe with no objections. And then the energy will pass right through you. It will not attach. So the whole Ho'oponopono allows you to become neutral, which is the reason why I recommend it. I would also like to say that if you want further information about this and about many other ascension mechanics and techniques, I am doing a master class on a Facebook group called the Wisdom Council. It is a free training and master class that will take you from where you are into complete ascendance. Just join the group and I will be able to the training happens twice a month, and I will go into depth into this particular technique and many, many others that will take you from where you are into complete and total ascendance. Additionally, I will leave also a link in the description for this Wisdom Council and also for an article that I have written about the plight of the empath. All right? If this is interesting to you, please like and also subscribe to the channel. I thank you so much for joining me. In deep love and gratitude. Namaste, everyone. Blessing to you. Thank you.